Greetings, greetings. Okay, well, whatever. Hi, my loved ones. I don't like this one. Edit. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm back. Greetings, good night, good morning, good evening, wherever you are at this time. I pray everybody's safe and blessed. I want to I want to give the glory and give greetings and praise to the Most High. I thank you for your protection on every side, Lord. I come to you to thank you for all things and everything, all your blessings and protection, and all my ancestors that's watching over me and guiding me and protecting me from all evil, from every which side. I ask of you for your protection and to block me from all negative slander, thoughts, evil spirits, evil thoughts, evil people, evil vibrations, soul and magic, all kinds of spells, anything that's used in water, air, fire, any earth element, I return and I return to sender immediately. Ashe, Ashe, thank you for my protection. Okay, and for my Soul Tribe family, and for all my family that I'm talking to, collectives or whatever. Thank you. Okay, so I just wanted to say a few words. I say that, but I'm not going to be long this time. This is about good news. I don't know what the good news is. Well, I'm going to say this. It's good news. This is the name, this is the title. I don't know if the other one went out or not, but you can't go wrong with good news. And you can't go wrong with the joy of the Lord. I read Being Patient, Psalms 40. Be patient, wait on the Lord. No matter what's going on, we're going to go through a lot of differences at this time for most of us because a lot of things is changing. Circumstances, friendships, families, dynamics, all kinds of things is happening at this time. Our vibration of the frequency of the planet is lifting us to raise our frequency, which means that you think more positive, you get back I recall all my energy to be back and restored to me. I call back all my power. Everything that I gave out come back to me. Family. That's how you do that. You call all your energy back, grow yourself, pay attention and love yourself, nurture yourself through thick and thin, up and downs, because you're the only one that can do it. It's true. Who else is going to do it for you? Nobody. Mm-mm. No one. So you got to be your best self. That's all I'm saying. Even if you're not. Listen, we didn't all start off being our best self, but this is what this is. We have to, we as a collective, as a nation, for those of us that don't want to be caught or still in a matriarchic world, excuse me, it is a time to raise our consciousness so we could be prepared. I don't know if it's being prepared. I'm just saying, yeah, well, you can prepare yourself by your own mental. And we ought to think better than ourselves than what we didn't. I didn't always, but I'm glad I do now. Even if we didn't, everybody has some, we all have our story, a history of our own, of things that we did or the choices we made, the way we felt about ourselves or the way we saw life, and all of those things. This life shaped us to think or put certain things in our path, and it made it seem like these are the things that we had to choose from. So I just look at it like this. You're going to have a lot of things, a lot of obstacles. Our families, our first ones. These are our stepping stones, as well as our friends and co-workers or whatever else that happens thereafter. I learned that you're the only one in your whole life. If you're alive and you have the ability to change or create your chapter, your new chapter, your happily ever after. Be happy with yourself. I believe that whenever the Lord said, I know, I don't like to believe, but we got to say it in some way. But I know if the Lord, if the Most High, the creator of all creations and every creation is women, men too. There's nobody is over somebody. I think that a lot of the old ways of thinking of this world is falling. It has to fall because it's a facade. It's not real, and they make the illusions of a fantasy. You can touch it, you can taste it, but the illusion is it's a facade. That means that, yeah, and they said, well, how come I could taste it? This is real. Because if it was fake, how come I could see it and taste it and feel it? And how come I could do all these things? The facade is I can make something appear to be great, but it's not going to be good for you. It's going to look like it. I'm going to make you feel good. It's just like how, when you starting out dating or whatever, every woman, every man got their heart broke. Why? Because somebody was playing with their feelings. It's that. Love bomb, or gaslight, or whatever they call it. Hook wink, bamboozle, all the things. Everybody got something that happened and it shocked our spirit and it hurt our heart. And and some of us let life shape us, shape our spirit to make us more angry at the pain that somebody else. If that person walks away, then you can't take it out on that person, or you can't confront that person. So I think that sometimes people learn people. So some of us do that. If a person want to leave someone, or just as in general, okay? I'm saying that we need to think better so we can do better. That's really what I'm trying to say. Some of us, we take different approaches based on where we came from and how we was raised, and the things that we learn shapes our reality. And sometimes, yes, can it be disheartening if somebody don't know to how when we all get mistreated, we a good guy, a good girl, whatever, and somebody takes us for granted, we feel hurt, we get heartbroken. Now, it can do one or two things. I'm trying to think, have I really been heartbroken? I have my feelings hurt. I'm trying to think of a time if I really felt like really distorted, like I couldn't eat or think. Later on in my later years, or just one, I learned a lot of wonderful things, and I think that learning about is learning about the other person, but what is that other person teaching you? Because when we involved with someone, family, I don't, but especially in relationships, the ones that's romantical, it's gonna teach you about who you are as well as you learning about the other person. Now, your lessons, I was listen. I'm gonna just say this: when you learn some good life lessons, it's supposed to make us feel we supposed to learn. We supposed to evolve. We supposed to. We just supposed to. We supposed to elevate. We supposed to want to uplift each other and grow. If somebody doesn't is not ready to grow and they didn't reach the maturity of coming out of a certain lifestyle or a certain type of things that come along, problems and situations and things like that, when you're not ready to elevate men and women, women and men need to know when to walk away. A man, and once you, so it's not just walking away, it's learning why. I think if we do things with a thought of why we want to do something and what do this person mean and how would this add to my life, how would I get hold on, okay, it's not just walking or putting people. I think that we do things with a conscience. What do this person add to my life? What would I get? I'm not what will we get? How can we balance each other? I think if everybody found a purpose instead of looking just physics on the surface, oh, he's look good, she looks good, he's gonna compliment me everywhere I walk. I mean, everybody do things for different reasons, but when you find out who you are, you will understand how to look much better and how to choose what it is that you actually want. The type of person, the type of spirit or energy do you want in your life? What's going to be a addition to your life? Not just the benefit. Well, I'm gonna use this person. If you're a user, if you're looking to use someone or to get up or to say, well, this person got this, I can get them, I can deal with this person because they got that. Or whether it's money, I like the way this person talk, and this person's more like a compassionate person or whatever. We put people in boxes. When you shopping, you don't need to shop. When you shopping, you don't need to shop. Okay, let's have make it make sense. Okay, so let me rephrase. I know why I said it, but I got to say it in a different way. Otherwise, I don't want my words to get chopped or misconstrued. When you developing yourself and you finding out things about you, what what you like and what's your do's and don'ts, what's gonna inspire you. If you looking for someone, for people that want someone, I don't know about if you want someone. I'm just saying, I think that when we focus on ourselves and start loving ourselves more better, we get to see what we don't need and what we do need, especially for the ones that we already had. You already know, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna want that type. I don't want that type of energy. I don't look at people as just a person. I look at uh, if you're looking at spirits and energies and different things like that, you will learn how to you'll see differently. You're not going to just go by what somebody said or what they look like. Now, intellectual people, we need our minds to be stimulated, not hoodwinked. Or yeah, I can just get into this person. I can just talk about certain things, or they like to talk about this. I think that sometimes figuring yourself out is your best bet to analyze yourself, figure yourself. So some people don't like to be figured out. That's okay. But you at least you'll figure yourself out. Because if you could figure yourself, if sometimes we can make ourselves complicated. We can, if we choose to. Once you figure out how to stop making your life complicated by the choices you make, and you realize, I keep doing the wrong thing. Excuse me. I'm doing the wrong thing. And the more I do, the more this is not working out. Life is keep going forward, and then it goes back. We all had that. It's something that we are doing or that we're around, and it's not allowing us to grow, or we're not paying attention to the flags or the signs that we're supposed to learn so we can stop being in a cycle. Now, some people are trapped in cycles. Now, ladies and gentlemen, be careful moving forward. Some people are stuck in cycles. That means that the maturity of the mind is not going to develop. It is stuck in the loop because something or whatever they done is not allowing them to come out of that mindset. The mindset has to develop to say, I'm ready to mature. I feel like I should be thankful about my body. I should be more careful with my mind and people that I put in my life. Do they have any value besides most people like care about the sexual pleasure? Yes. Do you want it to be still and boring in the bedroom? Absolutely not. But at the same time, I think that it's better to, whatever it is, this is what I'm going to say. And I don't care if somebody try to change it because you can't fix it and you can't dilute it. If you take the Most High, right, the Spirit, and say, well, what's the, well, I don't know if I'm, the spirit of it is righteous. It's fear. It's honor. It will make you honor yourself more if you didn't. If you, for people that went through life, that already, went through a hard time and been broken, been battered, bruised to pieces for whatever our thoughts was. And when life didn't, excuse me, when life didn't life up in the way we wanted, it kind of, it does hurt. It can leave us distorted. We got to, get broken all the way down. Some of us got to get broken down in order to be rebuilt. How do you know everything got to be stripped if you're a person that if we are people, person, man or woman, if we one of those, I didn't want to be, but I was hard headed when the Lord dealt with me. That's why I'm telling you. You just don't. You're going to want to get it and understand in this life why we need to think more better and fix ourselves, because the Lord going to say, listen, I told everybody to clean yourselves. We heard the messages. I sent people around. Y'all can't say y'all didn't hear me. Y'all didn't know me. People were saying, you got time, come to the Lord. Whether you was going to church or I don't care where the word was. Everybody knew the word. Now, the difference is, even though we heard it, who was we hearing? We don't understand. We thinking that we talking to the real McCoy. Now, some of us know who that real McCoy is. If you got to see anything beyond this life, amazingly, you got to do some amazing thing that the enemy, the devil, can't give you nowhere in this life. Naturally, is what I'm saying. Now, when you got your own natural abilities, everybody came in with it. All I'm saying is nobody had to go nowhere and do nothing to sit down or to drop a piece of blood or sign anything to get any type of enlightenment. We did not. All we was required is to believe. Now, we had to believe in what? Yourself. You have to change and do better. For who? Yourself. If you operating in a negative system in yourself, then it's you can be in a negative effect. But if you stand in, it's going to seem like everything is working, but in the long run, it is not. This is why they come to trick and deceive, and it is people in this world that they like that. That is how they live. That is how some So what I'm saying is be careful with your spirit, with your heart, the things you think and feel. Because whatever you feel, that is what you get. And that's what you put out. The universe is a whole energy field. It's an energy force field. So it pick up everybody's frequency. And whatever your frequency and your energy that's emitting, like right now, just a lot of energy going out. You can't see it, but it is. My hands is moving. This is doing things. Everything is in real time. We just can't see it with the physical eye. And if we thought that it was about skin color, it is not. It's your essence of your spirit, and that's it. What spirit you hold? What's in that? What's in your heart? What's your intentions? What's your motives? That's why I go after the Most High, because that's what the Most High look at. Now, anything else about this world? Oh, I got a good job. I'm not going to even go into that. I mean, you got the God of this world. Then you got the Most High. The Most High is the ones that He made all His ones that said, "Follow after me. Come out of this worldly, fleshly life, because that's not where I'm at." And even if you go into church and you going in all these places, I said, my spirit is in you. No matter where you go. I didn't ask you to put no money in the basket to tell you if you pay me, then I'll bless you. I'm just telling you where the lies is at, or the confusion, as what I'm telling you. All these religions, is something wrong with it. It's not that it is a guide. I still read the Bible. You just gotta learn. I'm just saying, people learn how to do things with an open mind. Open your mind. Look, everything that starts with a lie. Some truth is in here. Find the truth, find the lies. Once you find the lies, the truth is exposed. You can see it with open eyes. Now this start working, because now you're not looking at surface. Whatever the world told us, that's what it is. They got in the dictionary, this means this. They said that's what it is. I'm not saying everything is backwards, but I'm saying some things don't make sense. If you want to give meaning to something, that a word that you want to make up, and you say, well, this is my word and this is the meaning for it, we can. Who's going to tell you, oh, you can't do that? That's not what's in. Let me see if that's what they got down over here in the what you call that, the dictionary. I almost couldn't get the word, but when you look in the dictionary, let me see what the dictionary has to say. If you make up your own word and you have your own mind and you can be your own fantastic self, you would have to want to die of your old flesh. I don't care who we are, what we did, how wrong we did it, how many people we did wrong to, how many people did wrong to us. How many times we kept riding around on that same bus? How many people we hurt? Somebody hurt you, I hurt you, they hurt me. Everybody been hurt. We all been broken and bruised, abused. When you get finished with that part and you want to change your life, if you was a person that goes around breaking hearts for whatever, however you do it, it doesn't matter the differences or the tactics you use. Do you get back to thinking, I need peace of mind. I'm ready to change over. Like, I don't like this. You may not know what you need to do to change. I'm gonna tell you, it's very nice and simple. It may be hard, but it makes you feel better, because if you got to do it and you doing it to better yourself, I will not die. I will not lose my vessel that I'm housed in for anybody. For to lose your own peace of mind, your own self worth. What can make you lose your self worth other than you thinking little within yourself? Yes, you're gonna have other people pulling, they want to do things, but when you're tired, you take that suit off. It don't matter what people know about you. God, the Most High, come to me. She's Mother Earth. She gives life to both. She got compassion and stern as masculine energy. So if you're coming to be corrected, you want to take off your old garment. You want to take those old clothes. It's like if you got your clothes dirty, went outside, you spilled something on your clothes. You want to take those clothes off. Now, if they new and then all you got to do is wash it, then you won't keep it. You just wash it, make sure it's clean. But if it's something you want to discard and you're like, yeah, I don't care about this clothes. I just get me another outfit, or I got something to back up. I don't need it. When you're ready to change your life completely, it's like that. You just get rid of things. You're not even looking back. Whoever, if that story is pitiful, that chapter don't make you look good, don't make you sound good, don't make you feel good for whatever reason it is. If it didn't taste good, like how we take a drink and we're like, I like it, or I don't like it. We get to taste and see what we don't like, is what I'm saying. After the Lord said, come to me as broken. Don't wait till you don't come to me healed, because you can't be all the way healed until you was all the way broken. I was all the way broken. I learned even whether I was all the way broken, I was broken enough. Everybody got their own, and everybody rock bottom. And some people need more discipline, more force. I mean, force. Some people got to get death to happen to them to get them shocked out of to reality why they should change. Why is that necessary? Why not say that? Because the more hard-headed we are, the more stiff-necked we are, the more stubborn we are to change some of our ways that can be costly to the way we live and affect others outside of ourselves. The more hard-headed we are as people. I was hard-headed. Everybody got their own type of hard-head. If you're a person that live in your ego and your pride, I don't. I left that a long time ago. I understood that those two things, pride and ego, because that your ego, your pride is somebody trying to make me feel small. Your ego, what people think about you. You know my image. You know who I am. You know who you talking to. That part right there. Those things will take us out faster than anything else. Whether you can name all the diseases in the world, those two things will always make you miss your blessings, always to set you back, and you will feel like you cursed. Why is that important? Because that's what it does. It allows us to go in circles and cycles, and that cycle is going to repeat itself. Why? Because it's generating the same energy and it's not changing. So therefore, you have to get the same force. Now, and you're not going to feel that force coming back until something change. Once a change happens, everything rolls back. That's why it's better to change when we noticing I need to change. It's better to do it before the Lord do it. I'm just saying, because we don't know how and what measures is going to be taken. No, because that means that the Lord has overruled your willpower. Now, somebody think, oh no, the Lord done. Yes, 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 she can. I gotta give more familiar saying she, because it is absolutely woman gods. I'm not saying there's no men gods. What I'm saying is many of us, and we all, even listen, because they told us everything. I don't want to get into that. God is what it is. Whatever God is to you, that's what it is. I'm not trying to tell nobody. I think people should listen and learn and think for themselves. I'm gonna call a woman is the gods of the overseer of everything that's therein. We are all of everything that we look up in the stars in the sky and we see the black part where is black, and the only thing that sparkles is the stars. Our eyes, the white part to me is the stars, and the black part, our pupils, is the background of the abyss in the universe. That's why when we look into the heavens and say, how do you get to the Most High? The Most High is everywhere. He can do things, and they tell us to use our intuition. We can see things. We can know things naturally. Empaths. We got all kinds of different things that we are learning about our spirituality that has nothing to do with something or touching something or making something and being. You just are. It's just who we are naturally. Every last one of us, even if we get it or not. Yes, every last one of us, even if you didn't get it or not. You don't know how you got it. You just don't want to be turned on to it. You don't want to know? No problem. People, if you don't want to know certain things, the best thing to do is not shoot the people down that do. Everybody's not crazy because there's many more people in the world. Is everybody crazy if they talking about being more into their natural self, their natural hair, their natural hands, and just like the beauty of appreciating. I like to get my nails done and all that. I'm just saying it's good to appreciate how you was born. I'm just saying I like to give thanks to the creator that created made us in natural form. Didn't make us with makeup boxes of pictures and colors all over us. At some point, enjoy who you naturally was. Is it give thanks to the creator. That's all I'm saying. It give thanks to the creator. To the creator, no. These are my people. They're understanding. I didn't say we can't wear makeup. I just said appreciate yourself as well without it. That's all. I still wear it. I'm not telling nobody what to do. I'm just saying it is pleasing. I am gonna say that. It is pleasing to the Lord to give the Lord thanks from being natural and our own natural selves. I'm not even going to get into the hair thing because a lot of women we like to wear, and me too. I'm just saying appreciate yourself naturally. That's all. As well. I could put it on. You should be able to be natural without it and embrace your naturalness without so many other things to make us feel or seem attractive. Whatever we find that's attractive. I'm not going to sell us as women, oh, you should be like this or you should be like that. What I am going to say is, I'm just saying, be respectful to the creator that created us. I am going to say that. I don't know not to, I don't understand how I cannot say that. I think we say with the Most High, I think about sticking up and standing up and representing the naturalness of what made us natural and naturally gave us good things in the earth. Now, as people, we can choose. Now we got something. We can choose to dilute it, to water it down, to tamper with it. But you can't remake everything that naturally was made. They can duplicate and play with it. You see what I'm saying? But the creator created everything natural for us. Nothing that we have to think about to do it is already done. You just got to be like, damn, Lord, is it anything? No, there's nothing I can do. But I can just say thank you and be grateful. All the different countries, different foods, and different fruits, they don't have to worry about, let me grow a mango because I need to, it grows there. Now you want to keep doing it, you get the seed and you keep replenishing, and you get what I'm saying. But we didn't have to worry about, oh, I gotta make a. If we had to know how everything that the creators, as many of them, helped shape and made and form everything before, why we don't have to do it. Our grandparents didn't have to do it. They grandparents and great grandparents and they children didn't have to. I'm just saying it was already. All we were supposed to do was eat and find and think. The highest trees that have the highest fruits, the fruits that grows highest to the sun. It's closer to the sun is the best fruits for us to eat. Now, when we live in our neighborhoods and our stores, they don't give us the best nothing. They got little numbers on it talking about 443, 22, 423, 93, 98, or whatever, how many numbers is on there, but it starts with a 4. The best fruits, the higher the number is, the better the quality of the fruit. It means it's untampered. So we just got to pick and choose. This is where we live. This is what it is. So I'm just saying, once we get past all of those things and we realize Everything shapes how we think and how we feel and who we with and all these things like that. So once we understand, like, I want to change. I don't like where I'm at. I don't like this position. Whatever it is, our uncomfortability, whether it's with a relationship, a job, people, friends, foes, or whatever it is. Once you understand how do you identify a problem? A problem, a situation. If you part of the situation, or is the situation part of you? When you take an assessment of yourself, and you say, okay, I need to really focus on getting more grounded. I need to be more serious. I need to open myself, because if I never do, I never learn what it's like to be patient with myself or to care for someone else or to move in this life. I need to do an assessment. I need to cut this out, whatever that cutout is, whether it's partying, dating, or whether it's not being procrastinating or taking time to get things done, a slow thinker, slow to catch on to things, don't really not a fast learner about something, whatever that is. And you say, well, I want to get better. I used to be a late bird, and I didn't like what I'm saying is we have ability to change whatever it is that we don't like about our personal life. That means that you are your own driver. You are your own creator. You are the creation that you want to make. Start there and recreate yourself on just the basic things that you know you want to correct about yourself. That don't mean you hitting a home mark, and that doesn't mean that don't tell yourself you're not perfect because you got corrections to make. You don't, well, I can't say that because that mean that's not for everybody. I gotta take that back. Everybody is not perfect because the intentions is not. You're perfect when your spirit is more pure and you balance out your common debt. We pay a debt to whomever it is that we offend or has offended, or we offended, that we have offended, or even someone that offended us. And then the most important part out of this whole thing, out of your transformation, is to forgive yourself, to trust yourself. I can be better. I want to be better than who I am. Can I be better? What is the steps I need to take? Damn, this seems so hard. I got to go through all these people and situations or family, whatever it is. It is not easy, because when you're changing your mind and you see things in you a certain way, you're going to get a lot of negative feedback. But to you, you don't think everything's cool. And life is going to show you who you are and who's others. Pay attention. If you're a person that likes to study and inquisitive and like to look up things, and I'm like that. I like to know things, not just so I can know it and be like, oh, I know this. I can just to know it, to understand it. Because once you know something to understand, and your spirit is good with the understanding, so when you talk it, it is going to be understood. Why? Because you're talking from a good, correct place. It's no malice. Why you saying it? It's no hidden agenda. Everybody don't have a hidden agenda. But the people that's worldly, that's fleshlight, they operate in a flesh side, they mind think like that. It just think it's not otherworldly. It's only for this world, what you can take, what you can get, who you can step over, and what you could grab. That is what this is, and this is what they taught us. And then they tell you to be good. Man, we got laws. You got laws for who? For the people that's not covered. If you live in this life and you live in a righteous life, or you just living in this life and you're not covered by something, or you're not attached to something, they figure, well, you won't get caught up in us in one way or other. We got too many. It's something for everybody. Somebody going to get caught up in something they're going to do too much of. Whether it's going to the games, overspending money, overspending, over eating, oversleeping, over sexing, over this, over drinking. They know that most of us is going to do something too much in the excess, and there's going to be many of us, and we're going to get addicted. They already know that, so they know that you're going to come in one of their traps. You want to come into their industry, or you want to go down to, you want to get in the black web, dark web. You want to get into that. If you want to learn how to do a little magic, they got something magical for that. If you want to learn how to be dark, they got something good for that. Come on, we got you on all sides. We can get you on the low way, the highway. You want to be an intricate, like the type of detective, some type of somebody. However they do it, I don't know. What I am saying is, I know that everything I said, I do know that part. Now, how it actually go, uh, I don't know. But that is the base. You can get in. They got everything set somewhere. Somebody is going to get caught somewhere, right? Now, okay, was they lying? No. The enemy don't lie about everything. Okay, so remember, the enemy is the people that look like me and you, and they hide, their spirits hide very, very nicely underneath this nice or smooth bodysuit. So if you got a nice body, you be like, oh, you don't got no blemish, but oh, you look nice. Oh, you got beautiful skin. You want that beautiful skin to have a beautiful heart within. Or somebody, a woman, if your men is looking for a woman, somebody that's not bitter. They're not hateful. They're not insecure. They're not worrying about if you turn your eye, if you looking at somebody, then that's that's a healed men and women are past that life matter part. That is the 3D version. For any man or woman still worrying about racism or being jealous or still like fighting or competing or whatever it is in this life that people are still doing, or still being in a mindset where we are not growing as a family, as units. Doesn't matter my family line, your family line, your bloodline, my bloodline. If we're not evolving, what is the point? What are you doing here? We supposed to evolve to do better. Even it doesn't matter where we came from. Nobody should be. Um, some things it is gruesome, but I understand that it's still a process. Oh, okay. You mean I can change and still be like, oh, it is consequences, because if it affected or offended anybody or hurt people, and anything that we did in this life, we have to repent. I don't know about repenting. I think about correction. I think about making it right to a person. You need to, other order to balance out your own spirit and energy surrounding you and within you. You have to correct hurting the souls or somebody else's life, regardless of what you felt that we feel about people or places, or what we like about and don't like. If that person is did not consciously, we're being looked at, and people keep feeling miserably. We got to stop wanting to feel. Don't you want to pass sometime in life? How do you, what you mean pass? The way we treat our each other. We cannot be nice to ourselves and be bitter to others and say, "Well, I don't care. As long as my feelings is not, I'm not feeling bad. I don't care." Okay, it's going to be a time that life is not going to care about your feelings either, and you ain't going to be able to say that to a person. Well, what you going to do? Argue with yourself, with your own energy? You won't. It's just going to happen to you, because it's not, well, you, how come you hurt my feelings? And you, if you not talk to someone, and people that walk away and they don't let no closure or nothing, and they know they can talk to you, but they choose not to. Oh, I did too much damage, I don't want to explain myself, so I'm gonna just walk away. Yeah, I did too much to crush this person, but you did it on purpose. And then to walk away. For people that do hurt men and women, I'm talking to everybody in the whole goddamn world. If you're listening to these are the things that the Most High do not want and don't like us to do. Who shoot is that? Uh, um, I'm just, my name is just me. Okay. I'm just saying that these are the things that we don't look at in that way. If I hurt you, to hurt someone or to displease or dishonor someone is dishonoring to ourselves, whether we realize at the time. A lot of times we do stuff like we'll say things, and I'm saying we because me too, right? I used to say we'll say things as we human, we react and to something or was said or whatever without sitting down saying, let me think before I say or do. Sometimes as an Aries, you could be impulsive, uh, or just move fast. Now, what I mean by that, because everybody is not the same, everybody fast is not the same fast. So I'm not talking about fast to open my legs or fast to respond, to say something, or to you get what I'm saying. So sometimes it may not, situations all the time may not be what they appear to be. And I learned another good tip: don't share your personal life with family, friends, or nobody. If you and your partner's on the same page and y'all can go through whatever y'all go through and y'all can fix it and go to the Most High, that's it. Go to the Creator, pray together, do some things and whatever that is, so you can balance out together. That way, people that are very experienced with family and grandparents, stepmothers, and whatever it is, everybody gets involved, and or we say something that shouldn't have been said, or we make that person more to look bad than they should not, and the family gets like, well, you paint a bad picture of the person. Of course, family is going to be like, nah, that person can't come here. They did what? Or he did what? No, he can't. He or she, whatever. And be nothing like what you said. It may be a little 5%, and the rest of it, 98%, is watered down. Families also have a strong source when family values is, and you value your family. And family know you value their opinion and what they think, because in their mind it's like, my family love me. They're not going to tell me nothing wrong. And family, they don't know what's best for you. They don't know what's right for you. They cannot tell you what you should feel and what should make you feel better and what you should and what is right for you. Women and men, if you having that problem in families, value your family opinion and you trust that they would never tell you nothing wrong. They probably intentionally, some families, but if you know your family is a little bit off the rockers, and they can, if they don't like something, they can tell you the wrong thing and they can sway you to do something. You got families like that. You got to know your family. You got good, decent family. You know that they got your best interest. Everybody knowing your best interests at heart, because life work out for you. They're not going to tell you things that make life, you make a choice and life goes a whole wrong way. And you be like, damn, fam, you can't really blame them, because they're going to be like, well, I mean, I did say that, but you ain't have, but like, damn, but I rely on you. I look up to you. I'm not going to think you're going to tell me nothing wrong. Why? Because family's supposed to love you. Right? So, I mean, it's crazy to think that my family wouldn't do nothing to harm me. They wouldn't lie to me. They would protect me. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You know what I realized? I'm not going to say for everybody family, because everybody family ain't twisted and everybody family ain't crazy enough. Now you got to pick and choose, because the whole family line, everybody is not connectable, and everybody is not all collectible either. So I like, listen, the best thing is when the Lord do it, because he gonna tell you when you close that, you ain't got to do a damn thing. He's gonna let you know all his ones, and all of us, that we all got the same language, just like the worldly people got their language. They all think, and they got a certain philosophy of way of talking, that they just all the same. They spirits and their energy, they all come from the same corn and the same. And then they see us and we all talk the same. We strong, we ain't worried about nothing, we ain't afraid about nothing, and we ain't scared to tell our truth because we ain't hiding nothing. That is our universal, and we all get the same message from the same one. And we able to be intuitively downloaded when it says, look, something about to come. Get ready. Don't we all be in tune, Soul Tribe? Yes. Why? Because he said these are the ones. And those ones that he put us in the world is not to be, we supposed to uplift and inspire and teach each other. It's time to grow. We don't like that. Nah, that one is telling us to grow. They're going to mess us up. I'm going to be embarrassed. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Worry about being changed and uplifted, because anything that comes from something from the bottom, and you come in and said, Lord, make me over. What embarrassment or anything could be more than that? If that covering cover you from where you came from and said, I know who you are. I know what you did. I want you to come to me. I am here to rescue. People got to understand it's way more better to not to think about where you came from and care about what other people want to think. I'd rather think about being saved or being changed over than for being remembered the most ridiculous way ever in life. That people got to remember, oh yeah, that guy or this girl, it ain't bad news. Nah, I wouldn't. Or yeah, I used to, you know him, you know her, and people talk. I'm just saying, that's just for me. I'd rather have people to say good things about me, unless you got to make it up. You would have to lie. If you know how you live, and the universe is going to tell for you. So it doesn't matter if somebody makes something up. They can say anything. They can get on TV. They can put things on, use computer screens. They can chat. I'm telling you, people will use a lot of things. But one thing they can't do, nowhere, no how, nowhere ever, is fool the Most High and the Creator of all the creations that watches over you, all the ones that watch, that you took care of your family down. If you ain't got no family by yourself, then you got family that's up there. Nobody can't mess up, and they can't mess with you, and they can't spin you around. They can't stop nothing. They can't hold you down. It's that one that's going to reveal everything about all of us that's been doing right. Everybody, all righteousness is going to be vindicated. The unrighteous has to be, wants to be reformed, and wants to be, you know what, let me live a decent life. I need to find out who I am. Find out who you are in life, where you want to be, and be proud of that. Whatever it is, whatever your choice is, stand on it. This is who I am, and I don't care what nobody got to say about it. If this person brought joy or harmony, the mind will have to stop thinking, let me trick somebody. And it can't think like that if it's already been programmed in such a way to get over on things or people or places that we don't have to do that. This world is a run 'em up, and that's what it do. It tell you how to get over with protection. Now, if you don't have protection, and you're not in one of the political realms or somewhere connected to anything that got power or whatever it is, if you're not connected to anything that has, you're on your own. This is you get locked up. You gotta be, you're a regular person going through getting fingerprinted. You gotta go through all this shenanigans. Why? I wish I would. I pray for our people on both sides. It is a way. Satan wants to. It's a way where everybody could get what we want without hurting each other. It is a will. If it's a will, it's a way. We should not have to. We should be able to coexist without using things to get over on each other, and we causing more pain than closeness. We should be able to be who we are without being reckless or harmful. this harming each other. Somebody pushing you can't even go to the train without somebody getting hurt or hearing a story about it. Or if you're riding in one of the Ubers, something is happening there. Not everybody, but sometimes in some cases, these things is happening. Or you getting people that's children being sex trafficked. It's too many things that's going wrong. All I'm saying is, do we want to be part of that behaviors that's getting zapped? Is being exposed in different cities and states and things like that. We paying attention. Places getting torn up, floods, disasters, all kinds of things. Because these are the places where they've been doing the most. When people is off course, the more of the fabric of ourselves that is off course in these states, and the more the magnitude of unrighteousness that exists in these places. These places is being dealt with. Now they could sort of call it a war, or this is dealing with whatever it is that they want to call it. This is a spiritual war, and don't ever forget it. It is a spiritual warfare. I ain't going to let these people tell us something different. That is what it is, and that's what it's always been. And they use all kind of things, even the color of our skin, to tell us that it's about racism. No, the white man is running the world. No, these are seeds that's been planted that came back in the past life with the same spirit that didn't get healed, and they have a chance to get healed, and they said no, and they used the skin to hide the spirit of the intent of these beings, and they was placed in these places strategically to make us run against ourselves, to bet against ourselves, to hate ourselves. So they use religion. I don't want to go too deep, but I'm telling you, that's what it is. This is this is the spirit warfare with the original beings, and they using ourselves against ourselves. And religion against spirituality is the same. Religion is not the same as your spirituality. You don't need a religion to hide. We are spiritual beings. And they tell us, oh, keep a secret. No, no, it's not a secret because you're using it in a dark way. That's what when you go into watch the um the industry, okay? All of this is a big business. And they use these businesses, and not everybody is not goddamn wicked. Not everybody intentions is evil. Not everybody that's up there or that's in there is like that. If they got through there, they was very quiet. Nobody noticed. They was floating and just watching. Because if you loud and you proud and you like drugs and alcohol and all that, and you going in there, come, because they got you. They know it. I got you. And the people that you sitting with, they got you too. Because they'll set you up faster than hair grease and cooking oil at the same time. When you go to put that hot comb in your head where that hot grease melt and then burn your scalp, it'll feel like that. It's a tingling. You won't even know it until you feel it. Damn, I'm caught. Why? Because they figured you out. They know your drug of choice. They know what you drink. They know what you like. They got you about your women, your men. They know every goddamn thing. So when you coming in that realm, they already got you figured out. They got your flavor. They know how to mix it up. The people that sit next to everybody, this world, um, this. It's time to wake up. Is all I'm saying. They throwing us off track more than putting us on track. More than us surviving or overcoming or rising up as a unit. We need strong men, strong men and women. We need strong children. If the people, the parents and the elders, if our minds ain't right, how are we going to shape this generation coming in if we don't got kids yet or grandkids or whatever the case is? What kind of life do you want to see these kids in? And if people's betting on Satan to stay here, I'm like, nah, we, it just, no, it's a no. It's nowhere to hide because there's certain things that has to be obsolete because it's that time. We was warned that such a time things have to change. Now this Bible got its agenda, and this agenda is, and we like, oh God, no. The Most High got eyes in the skies, they're in the waters. Not the submarines and not them. I'm talking about real life. I'm just going to stop there. But it's other lives that lives, that has a whole, the same way how we live, but we live above the water. You got water families that is families, and they have their own. Listen, there's nowhere where the Most High can't is not at. We are spiritual beings in every part of the land. That's why they're able to come in and go up in space and come down in the water. They can do some amazing things. Why? Because there's nothing that is off limits that can't be done, except for the idiots that want us to think dumb. No, don't open your mind. Stay closed-minded. Stay confused. Stay lost. Stay broken. Stay poor. Stay needy. Don't think for yourselves. I send you a handler. Listen, if you want, don't. Everybody that's not able to be handled, because you got some people that just they own free spirit, and they can conduct and monitor themselves. Only spirit and only force that can govern and sit me down or any of us is that one, the Most High. That's my one. That's my one. Listen, that's everybody's one. When I say that, that everybody say the same thing. Like the Most High, that's my one. That's the one that changed my life, gave me a new beginning, gave me a new footsteps, and helped me to guide me in the right path in life. That is the spirit of your righteous God self listening with your intuition. You better pay attention to yourself. It's going to tell you either you're going to swallow yourself up or get lost, because we care about what other people think. You want to get over. I like getting over. I'm greasy. I'm meatball easy. And we want to be all those things. Remember, somebody is going to see and be thinking and will come across. These people end up meeting themselves. And when they meet themselves, it feels good at first. You'd be like, oh, we just alike. Oh, we on the same. I'm telling you, I thought the same. So we want to be like, oh, this my cuz, or we here. And until you get to know, nah, you're different. Yeah. People see you as different. They don't like what you stand for, some of the things, the way you say, or why we say. Whatever we do, we're going to meet people that's just like us. And if we live in a certain type of way where it's hurtful and bitterness, and we cutthroat and shiesty and grimy, and we don't care who we hurt, and long as we hurting the person that we want to hurt, and we don't give a damn, and we want them to know we want to hurt them, you going to meet those same ones, and they going to do the same thing. Why? Because you're going to equal what you're generating. You're going to meet and reap what you sow. That's everybody. If you reap good, you will reap what you sow. If you sow goodness, why wouldn't goodness not come back to you? When you're, listen, it's important to have your faith and your courage and to love yourself. You need those three ingredients against the rest of this world. If the more you come out of this world, the less it has to use. It cannot attack you the way it wants to, because you don't care about the things that everybody else do. When you realize that, I don't really, the things that people think, I'm just saying, I'm gonna say this for me. If somebody watching and you studying, you're gonna miss. I don't care what I'm saying. It's gonna be like, oh, I can use. You can use or want to break somebody down, or we can watch something and not actually understand what we are looking at. Can you really interpret if you don't understand that person and you're not open? If that person is love and you don't, or it's light, their spirit is light and bubbly and nurturing, caring, and all those things, right? And Or, and saying, because a lot of times we get singled out as dum-dums. Oh, you're not that strong, or this is a weak one. They very gullible and all that, right? Now, some are. Sometimes they can be right. But when you get someone that is not that, but they still kind, but they seem dumb, because why they still being nice if they know that I'm not? I think sometimes I'm not even going. I just, you have to have a different type of heart, a different type of spirit, because if you can't understand, if you can't relate anybody that to that think like, oh, these are soft-hearted dumb people because they not argumentative, they don't really like that, they not into chasing and yelling and arguing all the time. Like, they was with it, but then they got out of that where it was fun, and I was able to play with your mind. And then when your mind ain't able to be played with because you raised your own conscience and you said, wait a minute, I'm way more better than this. I'm way more better than what I was accepting of myself. It's not about the other person. The other person is about themselves. And they need to take accountability for themselves. When you find out what is wrong with you, if you are, and then once you understand why, you say, well, people can't say they never had nothing good happen to them in their life. They cannot say I never had love. If you had this, listen, there's 144,000 of us spread out around this world, and then you got good conscious beings, people that just is and people that just ain't. And the ones that just ain't is going to remember the ones that was, because those are all the ones that got stepped on and pushed away. Now all you with is people that's crabs and needles and thorns and knives and guns. They'll shoot you, they'll stab you. But as long as we everything is good, no, we want to stab the other crew. Now once you get rid of all the goodness and all you got is unrighteous people that's bitter, mean, unhappy, no matter if they not with the righteous people, and you by yourselves with the unhappy people, you're going to find something to be unhappy about. Why? Because you don't have nobody. You're going to want that compassion because you need a balance. But now that compassionate side is like, no, you still over there trying to hurt me again. You just want to come. That is what it's going to look like. And this is where the separation, this is where the war will look like. This is what a war will look like. When families and people start waking up and saying, well, damn, no, I was nice to you. I was this. This is not some families. This is all the families. And that's why these things happen, because in this life, things is going to be used as an example to show when we don't take care of ourselves and we don't appreciate life, our life, the value of another life. And our job is to be whatever it is that we want to be. Remember, it's somebody that is there like you and that's willing to do the same. And it's your own people in the same crew. It's not the opposite. I'm talking about the same people that have the same spirit. If it's dark and it's grimy and it's like that, all those people, all those same energies is the same. And those same people go out in the rest of the world and they think everybody's like them, because they so used to hearing everybody, because they used to themselves, and themselves reproduce themselves in many different versions of themselves. Don't matter if you're a man or a woman, the spirit reduplicates itself in insanity and bitterness, hatred, evilness, wickedness, all the things. And these people are friends, they business partners, these are families, these are cousins, these are people that call each other family, these are people that do the most crimes in life, these are people that they just and they go out in the real world where real people's at and really like living for real, and they make make everybody seem like treat everybody the way how they think everybody is. And it's like, nah, bro or sis, everybody is not broken. Everybody's not looking to get over. Everybody don't think that the only way you can get what you want is to break somebody down. That is a pimp bullcrap mentality. I bet they do that in the in what you call those things. They were, where they got the checkerboard floors and they put in all the movies. They've been telling us who they are. These are us. We take your stuff that's naturally. So when we say spiritual and they doing this, well, we do the same. No, it's not the same. They spirit makes it dark. That's all. And everybody's not a witch. They use these words: white witch, good witch, black witch. If you black, that means you're a dark witch. If you wear white, that means you're a white witch. You're a good one. You could be either one, depending on the circumstance. Now, some people are just predominantly that is who they are. They smile like a snake with a charm, but they dare to devour you. Now, after you got devoured and you met a lot of few snakes in your life because you was blinded, but your antennas wasn't up, and you get bit a couple of times. If you get bitten enough, you won't be like, wait a minute, I can't keep getting bit. I almost didn't make it from the last bite. This poison was different from the other poison. You can compare it like that. Some relationships was more harder. Some was more harsh than others. And it's because depending on the magnitude of how you felt about that person and depending on what they did. So that's why I compare it to that. I could use any element and can use anything as a comparison. I can. So it's like getting bit by a poisonous goddamn snake. If you survive and you look back over your life and say, wow, I dodged that bullet. That could be with a girlfriend, a homeboy, whatever it is that you want to use in your life. You can use any element. You can use a beer or whatever you want to use, or a shark. You could use whatever. When you're conscious of these things, then you take an accountability of yourself and say, I need to, why am I attracting these people? Because I was attracted, when you're young, you don't all the time use good. You just don't. Your attendance is down. You still thinking everybody's kind because you're kind. Your spirit is right. They know when you right when they first see you. They know that it's something different and pure in your life. Be careful. It's energy vampires that's running around this world, and they need something to feed on. They need energy because they gave up theirs. So they need other people to blend in. It's too people that got personalities disorders. That's what they want to call it. It's not a personality disorder. These are people that gave up on themselves. So they use other people to pick up, to mimic on. So, because they don't really like who they are. So they pick up other people's ways and mannerisms and things and find out different ways how they can get close to this person or whatever they need to do. They out here, I'm telling you. It's not talking about people, just talking about what it is. And while we learn about getting money or saving this or saving that, you better save yourself with the Most High to be able to see people like that. Because if you're thinking about getting into a business or money or all these things, these people going to follow you. And if you think, well, everybody's cool, everybody ain't cool. Everybody don't want to see you learning in your school. They don't want to see that. They're like, you trying to be better than me? You trying to leave me? You trying to think you bad? Walking away or elevating yourself is the best thing. So other people can see if they can do it, me too. If they care about themselves, why can't I care about myself? What's stopping somebody from caring about themselves? To say I should not chase after or want something that doesn't want or serving me, or is not serving, not like feeding you food and on that way. If it's not an addition to you climbing or building togethers, I'm a together people think about unity. We think about moving forward in time, sharing, caring, uplifting. The other ones that see that their job is to break that up, break that down, twist it up. Well, you talk about caring and sharing. How come you said this, you didn't care and share with me? I don't know, whatever be mixed up, but I'm just telling you that these are some of the things that comes against us. So when you want to change for yourself. Change because you want to see a better version of yourself. If somebody say, I believe that you could be different, I don't know. So you got people out here that think that's a crime. That person needs to be put out of their misery because they see the best in you and they don't like that you saying that because I don't know. I'm just saying we got people that confuse goodness for badness. And the ones that's bad, they see it as good and they glorify the wrong thing for the wrong reason. And then when it costs you a turmoil in life, this is how we learn the difference. It's not to put nobody down. This is how we learn. Let me see about now. You got to look at what's more on the surface. Let me see what this person working with, because if this person going to be a problem, is this person going to be crazy? Is he going to be crazy? And let me see if I just have a conversation, ask and start talking, get into the mind and the spirit of that person. If they can't feel open and they feel jittery and all of that, and they got to argue and there's a back and forth and they can never see what you're saying and why you saying, they know why, but they job, their spirit is to go against you or to fight with you or to argue with you. They argumentative. They can't see nothing past bitter potential or controlling ways, or that, or being the masculine and being bossy people. If somebody is used to people tearing them down and they can't but they do it to you, and you know you didn't deserve it because you didn't do nothing. Usually those people are being tormented by somebody else that knows more or has more brutal strength or power of authority over that person, man or woman. But if it's a man, it's usually a stronger, um, it could be another man, because some men respect other men more than they respect a woman telling them anything. They be like, you're a woman, you beneath me. I can't be listening to you. I'm not gonna listen to you. You should listen to your other half. That is the other half of natural nurture of nature. We are not here to post a bend and break our men down. Those are not women. Those are sirens. Those are other. They look pretty. They look nice. They very alluring, but their spirit is poison. Look in the Bible; they'll tell you about these women. It's not made up. It's not like you saying something. Yes, look it up. It's in the book. It'll tell you that some of these ones, especially from the Old Testament, their spirits and energies are that. They sound nice. They look good. They got a decent job, but their soul is not. The same thing with men. They look good. They smell good. They got things going on. They can spy, spin, but their spirit is not well. People that's with unwell people, they say, well, you probably wasn't well with that one, but I can be well with you. If you unwell with unwell, all the unwells is going to get together and be unwell together. And I think that's what's the way it's supposed to be. All the unwells stay on one side. That way, everybody could be unwell, unhealed together. That way, you don't bother the rest of the world that do want to be healed and do want to prosper and get out of that type of life. We don't want to be connected to that type. If we came from that, why would you want to go back to that? You're not going to want to be associated with anybody. So when you change your mindset and your spirit, your frequency, that needs to change first before you could change a job or be like, oh, I need to go look for work. When you going, go with the Lord's spirit in you. That way, wherever you go, you be an addition to wherever you at and you're safe. You don't have to get along with everybody. Everybody probably ain't your cup of tea, but it's okay. You'll be safe as you travel. Travel safely. Travel with your spirit inside of you, that you want, that you are a do over of a new version of yourself. Not pretend. Pretenders, you're going to get found out because you're coming. If it's real people, there's real men and women out here. A real man knows another man too. If that man did his work or he talking about, yeah, I changed, brother. Yeah, I got myself. And they absolutely changed and they know what it took to do it. And it wasn't easy. It was a lot of pain and things that you had to fight with yourself, because there's things that you said and did with yourself that you could have caused yourself, or you said, or whatever. So when we going back, it's a dark night of the soul. It's when the darkest part, when the mind is replaying all the things that ever was wrong that shouldn't have been wrong, the places or the people, things you shouldn't have did that you did, people, things we said that we shouldn't have said, things that we should have corrected, times we should have spoke up that we didn't speak up, things that we should have learned or you should have saw, signs and things that you should, that was there that you didn't catch. That is when you doing a research of yourself. So for people that didn't know, what do that mean to go and be to yourself and meditate and reflect? That I just told you. You sit there, you analyze some shit that you said, did, played, or what part, or what your wildest times, your goodest time. If you really want to change, you have to analyze all the things that you need, that you saw in yourself, because you're the only one that could correct you. You can. Who else is correct? I mean, you want to jail? I mean, take your freedom and tell you what to do. While you got time, we can correct some things to give ourselves a different aspect. We the only one that can change the aspect of where we want our life to be. Even if you don't get everything, you can still be the best version of yourself that you ever was. You're attracting different things. You're attracting yourself to yourself. Your mind is in peace. You're at rest. You're not thinking about anything. You don't feel stressed. I got a lot of things that could be going on or whatever is in the background. But I'm going to tell you, no, I'm not. Because I think about when you know that you're covered, you rest assured and you stand on that. And your spirit better know it. After you get past your belief, you should get to a part where you actually know. If you're still in the belief part, I believe I can, I believe I will, I believe, I believe, I believe. Do you know or do you believe your name is what it is? Do you believe that your teeth in your mouth is yours? Do you believe it or do you say, I ain't got a question? What kind of question? Exactly. That's the same way how I feel about people saying they know the Most High. You should not be believing. You should get to a part where you know He did. My life changed because I couldn't do it. I knew that I prayed and my prayers was answered. When you pray and you said something happened, something happens in the atmosphere. The spirits and things is happening as I pray. When you believe, you get to a place where you know. Do you know or still in the belief part? I think everybody needs to get to a belief before you get to the part when you know. Because now you're certain. When you get to the knowing part, you're certain of who you are. You're certain of what you need and what you work for and what you can see. You don't need nobody to tell you nothing. Do you got proof? Yes, I got all the proof. How you get proof? The Most High gave it to me. Proof of what? Proof of life. Life. You see? Everybody can see it. When you go outside, when you go to sleep, when you get in your tub, when you wash your face, when you go in, you can just wake up around 4 or 5 in the morning, like 3, 4. You can hear the birds start talking, they singing. You can hear it. It's a witness that is a power that's moving. That means it's alive. As well, everybody that got a spirit, that got something, they got intelligence. No matter how small the bird is or how small the brain or the face is, even if you're looking at a little frog, it got an intelligence. Well, it got a little intelligence. No, don't measure it that way. You can never say something that's small don't have a bigger magnitude or purpose. We don't know. Even if it's an ant, you watch ants. Ants is goddamn amazing. Besides watching the bees, the ants and the bees are amazing. Now, worms is to me is not that fascinating, but the ants and the bees, they work hard. They have a system that they follow. Unlike us as human beings, we can't follow a goddamn system to save our whole goddamn life and generation because we don't know how to. We use our free will and just go wow and use it for every goddamn thing. And they be like, damn, you don't got no punctuation. I had to learn boundaries. When you learn certain things in life, you understand why you got to put certain things in perspective, why you put things and put brackets. Say, hold on, go to this, you can't cross these lines. This is not meant to be crossed, and this is how far you can go. This is this, and this is that. You got to have boundaries. We have to have discipline. We have to be able to. I'm just talking from being on the Most High team. Now you can have all these things. You want to be with the world and put people. I want the Most High, His favor, that glory, that power, that all knowing protection is the most beautifulest thing to recognize that you have the Most High's favor over and through you and on your life. You can walk, you can be. You ain't gonna be on his team if you're a punk, if you're a weakling. You can't. It just is nowhere. It don't exist. Cowards, softies, crybabies, men, women. It doesn't matter. All the make pretend people that make it like they bout it. You cannot get in. You're gonna be used as an example of why and how it looks like when you make believe you winning. When it makes believe that you serving or doing the right thing. All these people across the globe, if you're not following and it's a make believe show, all the pretenders, you got to stop pretending. Or people, and it's not wrong. I'm saying don't pretend to be something you're not. Don't pretend to be more than what it is that we are, because there's real people out here, and they say it's always somebody better. Like we watch boxing, basketball, they come against a team, and then they be like, "Oh, you ain't played this team, or they haven't lost. They better now." And they go against. So that's the same thing in life. You're gonna have something that's going to be big, and there's going to be something, whether it's big or small. I'm just saying in life that we do get challenge. Even in school, when elementary school, you're gonna have a bully, but then somebody else that it could beat that bully. Now that bully ain't had nobody to. They got different types of bullies. Not every bully take your lunch and take your money. Some just like to beat you up and call you names and pick on you and tease you. Those ones. So you got different types for different reasons. I just named a very few, right? A very short example. When you care about yourself and you're thinking about everything that you've been through, you should love yourself through it all, because you're the one that carried yourself through it. You have to look at what you and these two legs and your two hands and your one mind did for you. If you did anything, then you can say, I believe. And if you believe, then say you do. And if you do, then say you are. And then just stand on it and just be you. If you can, if you believe, if you believe, then say you do. Honor, you want to be on the righteous side, because you want to be on the side where people is genuine. All the people that don't want people or didn't appreciate genuine people, you gonna look around. You're gonna be like, I searched all over, I couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, I still couldn't find nobody. Nobody greater, nobody greater, nobody greater than you. No one can heal like you can. Oh, most holy one, you are the great I am. Awesome in all your ways, and mighty is your hands. You are she who carries out redemption plans. You are she who carries out redemption plans. I searched all over, Couldn't find nobody. I looked high and low, still couldn't find nobody. Look, when you got a power that resonates, you're going to look all over and you're going to wish you can find somebody that had compassion, somebody that got a little bit of love when it's all said and done. And all the ones that didn't have that, but they joined together because they had something else that they thought was love. They bonded off of things that this is what happens in life. It's not personal. Please don't come after me. This is not personal. It's general. Unless it personally attack or feel some type of way to somebody, then it is what it is. Then that means that if something I said hurts or hit anybody, that means it's true. That means that you have the ability to change. So you don't be used as an example. You can either want a woman or man up so you can be part of the plan, or you want to be part of the other part where you just be used as an example of why the plan is going to work. Either you want to be with the plan, that's with the planners, with the overseers that's seeing the seers that's waking us up and says, time to wake up. It's time to wake up. Smell the coffee in your cup. It's time to wake up. If you wake up, you can smell the coffee in your cup. Do you smell the eggs and bacon, toasted, square and grilled? Got some got some chips, got some ice cream in your chips and pills. Don't worry about that part. Either way, wake up is what I'm saying. We should want to be better than what we are. We should want somebody to inspire us or say, I see that you, no matter where you came from, I see that you can be better. A better version. I can see a better version in you. I see that what you're capable of. I know that you did some things. I know that we all did. I know that we could be better as a people. Why do we want to hurt someone instead of being close and saying, well, I know that this one, if you don't do certain things wrong, that's like to the most high. Like if he gave us certain attributes, so if you get someone with those attributes that's following that one is not going to cross. It's not going to never cross the most high for no one, for nothing in this world, whatever. It doesn't matter who, how it looks, or whatever we cooking up in the books is people that's not going to never, I'm one of them, that will never cross the most high for no other booger, not even my children. Listen, when I say that, I mean it. That means that everybody, you know why I say that? And why we need to be able to say it? Because when we bring our kids, they have to make their own choice. We can guide them. We can get them, want to share some things of knowledge and pass it on and show them certain direction, as I did to many of people and send certain things, not to many, but to them that was in my surroundings. If you send it and say, look, sis, bro, it's time to wake up. Listen to these things that will guide you. I'm just passing, showing you which way to go. The Most High said, point my people in the right direction. See, something tried to tell me the wrong thing. I rebuke that. Archangel Michael, whatever it is that's trying to put bad words and try to confuse my words from what I'm saying and what I actually mean, take care of that person or spirit and energy for me. Thank you. And get thee behind me, Satan, wherever you coming from. Return to sender. Now, when you're following that one, it's going to make you do or care or stand up for something that's standing up for you. That means that you go fight your battles and you go and want to hurt somebody or your name call and put somebody down because something was done to you. No, you're not following the right thing. The Lord can fight all by himself. But it's a such thing as standing up and speaking for that one that gave you that help. For whence cometh my help came from the Lord. Who is the Lord? The Lord that's mighty in spirit, mighty in battle, speaks with authority and gave dominion. It says, speak as I commanded you to speak. Teach, listen, open up, uplift, point them in my direction. Look, I would just say, point them in my direction, tell them where I'm at, and that's it. Make it simple, make it plain. Yes, Lord. You know what that is? That's like your parent is actually sitting like how I'm talking to you, is talking to you. This going to church is no. I'm not. Do not go to church. I'm not there. I'm everywhere where you at. Tell everybody. Make it simple. Make it plain. That right there is enough. Just like that. I stop going there. Tell people where I'm at. That means that tell people don't stop going. I'm everywhere you at. You don't need to be there. That is what that's saying. That is what that is. So if the good Lord is telling me, my one, I'm not there. Now, I told all the church going, family, cousin, you, my other church that I used to go, I enjoyed going. So if anybody think that I didn't like, I was supposed to go there. Everything was for a particular point until I heard another power that spoke to me within my own power, your own God conscious that knows better than you, that you wouldn't have told yourself something that you should have, or that you wouldn't even thought to listen to. But if that power spoke to me, said stop going to church, then I already know that God can't be there because he don't take, listen, the Most High do not separate himself, her or she, goodness, the Most High is not separated from itself. So if that house, all the houses, is supposed to be the Messiah's house, the Messiah in your spirit will never tell you if that's the same to stop going somewhere where it's supposed to be. Now, everybody needs to think about that because it's like, well, I don't know who you was talking to because I know that. Listen, it will never separate himself from itself. When they put goodness together, it's never not going to be good and not never going to work out. It will always work out unless it's the opposite. When God sends someone, send you whatever it is going to be good because the goodness comes from that one. Anything other than that is the opposite. You see, that's why it's got them 1 and 2. If I'm with one and the other one is 2, and that one is saying, I'm one like you, and you doing something different, or the Most High separate something happen, I know you can't be from him. You can't be from the same one I'm from because I'm walking this way, and the other ones is going the other way. This means the whole world's been woo, 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 woo. We've been sprinkled on, we've been dusted on, we've been hooked, we've been bamboozled. And I think that this is a nice show that they did, how they did it. And generations, studying us from little kids and, making us have more destruction than they get us in certain jobs. Some of the families, get certain jobs. You get in that way at the bottom. And you get tangled in this little mind corrupt type of bullshit, and they want you to be battered and broken, and they send you into these shits that break you up even more, and they use a brute force in some of these things to make you a certain way so you can follow and break down women. They tell you like almost like a pimp type of stupidness that they got. The men, the bros against hoes, or money over bitches, or over females, right? And they use these tactics, and these people, they out here. They philosophers, they all kinds of everything. They everything but the righteousness. They can talk like it, but it's a difference to live like that and be that. To be in your full conscious, like you thinking about what it is and who I want to be and why this world, why this is this, and you want to change you. You ain't thinking about the whole goddamn globe because you are thinking that is too big for me. So I can't be everywhere and to everybody and everybody, but it's one that's almighty and he got helpers and he sent them down and we down here. And he said, listen, we up here watching everybody and we got y'all down here. And then we got the other ones down here too, and they over here trying to mess up with y'all. And y'all got to be smart enough because they already think y'all stupid. They got condescending thoughts and they very good. They prepared them very well. And they got good teachers. And they come to confuse you so much and put your spirit into hell. You won't even see it coming. So I gotta say, wake up. It's not just waking up to what's that thing that they talking about? It's Zorbet. Somebody I was watching something Zorbet. They got other things that's with cryptocurrency and things like that. I'm not going to tell nobody what to not to do. I don't know. I'm just saying whatever it is, if that is the route, take the Most High with you. Let that be so it can. If that's something you need to do, or that's the direction you need to go, take that spirit, take the Most High, and ask, is this good for me? Because it said to ask before we do. Because let that spirit help guide you. Because if that's the right way, it will be good for you. If not, you stay put. You might need to think about something else just because everybody's saying this is what's up. This is the new thing. This is where you should go. This is what we should follow. Follow the Most High inside of you. Everything may not be for everybody, and everything may not be for you. So find out if that is. I'm not going to tell people not to. Well, somebody told me to check it out, so I checked it out and I tried it and it worked. It can work. Things, it's not like something can't work. It's not going to be where you're going to benefit, but it's a more benefit when it comes from the Most High. You want it to be clean, spirited behind whatever it is that you're putting your hand on or you're walking into or you're getting into. That's all I'm saying. I'm just reminding us, as I'm reminding myself, put the Most High first because it's going to tell that it's going to look after its ones. He looked after all of us. So when we trust in a power that's greater than us ourselves, why you know it's great? Because it can't that power tell you things that this world goddamn can't. And that's just plain and simple. Because once you understand that you could see some things that this world can't teach you, you learned some things that this world did not teach you, and it was not one soul, not your mother, father, brother, or nobody, taught you some things, or you learned, or you got to see that none of them couldn't teach you or show you. It's not that they unappreciative, that you don't appreciate. It's just that you're grateful for the things they did show you, but you understand that it's an almighty power that can do things that nobody can do, and you got to give that power. You got to say, that source, that's my one. It's only one. That's my creator. You understand what I'm saying? You see the difference? Because he do something for everybody that nobody can do, and you got to give that power. Thanks. You be thankful, and that's it. Give thanks and be thankful. So I'm gonna go, and I hope that I was inspiring, uplifting, and encouraging to someone that needed to hear it. I'm your queen, and I'm out. Have a good one. Oh, peace. Good night. Good evening. Good afternoon. Wherever you at on this globe, have a peaceful night. Peace and love. Bye for now.